The Cats are back in action again tonight for the second game of the West Coast road trip here on Tuesday, March 17th. What's up, Florida Panthers Daily? I am AJ Sheridan back here with you again, as I said, on a Tuesday. If you're a first time listener, we go every single day, Monday through Friday, right here on Florida Panthers Daily, part of the Fan Arch community. That subscribe button below. My social medias are AJ Sheridan Radio. We're obviously going to preview the game tonight against the Canucks, which shout out to the show How I Met Your Mother. If you've watched it before, you know that is Robin's favorite team, and they're down in the dumps as well. So it is a gettable game for the Florida Panthers. We will break that down in just a minute. But with March Madness starting tonight, if you count the first four games, I am going to jump into a little bit later. I'm going to maybe try and do a different theme every day for the next week, maybe 2 weeks as we continue through March Madness. You'll see how I do it when we get there. But as I said, I graduated from the University of Florida, if it's your first time listening. So my team is defending national champions. My school is currently a 1 seed in this year's March Madness. So we're going to have a little fun since we don't really have to worry as much about the playoff push right now as the Florida Panthers. You'll see what I mean when we get to that player face-off later. That's a little bracket showdown for you here on Florida Panthers Daily. Again, subscribe below. It does us a lot of good. We have fun, like you're going to see in just a little bit, but we're also here to talk puck because that's what we do every single day, Monday through Friday. Videos go up at 11 right here on this YouTube channel. Tonight in the Rogers Arena in Vancouver, puck drop will be at 10 o'clock. So again, tomorrow's video, I may not have the recap. It depends how late I am up. I don't plan on staying up for the whole game. Well, I plan on it, but my body just might not let me after working out during the day. And then just, if it's the Panthers Canucks, let's be honest with you here. It's a matchup of two not great teams this year. The Canucks coming in at 20-38-8. The Panthers just over 500 at 33-30-3. Funny enough, the last time out for both of these teams was against the same team, and it was about the same result. Panthers, of course, the other night started the road trip in Seattle and lost 6-2. It was really 6-1. They scored really late in that one. The last game out for the Canucks, well, it was a 5-2 loss to Seattle. They are 2-6-2 in their last 10 games, and quite frankly, just not that good. If you look, they only score 2.5 goals per game. That puts them dang near the last place in the NHL, and they give up over 3.5 goals a game. So when that's your separation, you're going to be in the standings where the Canucks find themselves right now in the middle of March. Dang, we're already in the middle of March. I feel like I just said happy March 1st. It's not basketball. They put on net about 26 shots per game, and they give up about 30. So again, every stat you want to be in your favor if you want to have a winning hockey team. The Canucks do not have that. The Panthers should have the advantage in both offense and defense tonight. Look at the special teams. Well, not good again if you're the Vancouver Canucks. They're right under 18% on the power play. Panthers right under 20%. But the penalty kill, Panthers right over 82%. The Canucks are just above 70% on the penalty kill. So if the Panthers can get on the power play tonight, they should be able to execute. You better be able to execute against this Canucks team. You have to execute against this Canucks team if you want to pick up the win on the West Coast. The way this season's kind of going for the Florida Panthers, why would it not surprise me to have maybe a 2-goal lead in the third and it takes overtime to win this game? We'll get to my prediction here at the end of this segment. I do think the Panthers will win this game. I'll give you my score in a minute. And no, I don't have it going to overtime. Shoot, I'll give it to you now. I have the Panthers winning 4-2. But I have the Panthers winning 4-1. Actually, excuse me, that comes in with my best bet later. It wouldn't surprise me at all if this game is tight till the end. It's just the way the season has gone for the Florida Panthers. Their top contributors, they have Brock Bowser and Quinn Hughes on the defensive side. Their scoring depth is just inconsistent if you're the Canucks. If you were to ask me who's the guy that's going to score for the Canucks, I really don't know because they don't have the guys that are putting up a lot of points throughout the year. But I do like probably back between the pipes tonight for the Florida Panthers, not officially announced yet by Coach Paul Maurice. I'm guessing will be Sergei Bobrovsky. His last time out, he was great. Of course, last game we saw Tarasov in net, not his best performance. I do want to get to a quote from after the game, Sunday night for the Florida Panthers after just the demoralizing loss to the Seattle Kraken. Coach Maurice said, "We've got to own it and deal with it because it was no good. Coach was lousy. Players were equal. We've got to be better prepared hockey team against Vancouver." And well, I think that's an understatement, Coach, because what we saw the other night, we sat here and talked about it. I was still not feeling the best, but I didn't harp on it because it was such a bad game, and I have been battling a sickness. So that's all. We're going to leave the game in the past. We're going to move forward to Vancouver tonight because, like I mentioned, it should be a gettable game for the Florida Panthers. They met once already this year. The Panthers won that one 8-5. 8-5. Guess how many shots the Canucks had in that one? 15. 15. Again, the inconsistent goaltending for the Florida Panthers this year has been an issue. We've talked about it here on Florida Panthers Daily. Every single day, Monday through Friday, the Panthers, 8 goals. They did put up 41 shots and dominated the puck possession. It wouldn't surprise me if we see that some more tonight. The Canucks can score and transition, so the Panthers got to make sure we are holding onto the puck and dominating the neutral zone, and the Panthers should be able to get that 4-2 win as my prediction, like I said. Now, let's move forward to this little March Madness segment. It's going to be a different theme every day. Some days I'll do favorite games. Some days I'll do favorite moments, favorite jerseys, favorite players, favorite coaches. Today, I was trying to think of the first way to maybe break this down. I threw 16 players that I ranked 1 through 4 and put in 4 regions into a little simulator and just said, give me 4 of these names, 1 from each of these groups. And well, here are the names they gave me. And then I'm going to go down and give you who my champion would be. Brad Marchand came out of my quote-unquote East region as the 2 seed. Alexander Barkov came out of my quote-unquote South region as the 1 seed. As a 4 seed, Evan Rodriguez came out of my quote-unquote West region. And then in the Midwest, as the quote-unquote 3 seed who was in his group, Aaron Ekblad came out of that group. So we have, I'm going to go now rank them since I got a 1, 2, a 3, and a 4. I'm guessing my simulator probably just did that for me. We go the 1 versus the 4, Alexander Barkov versus Evan Rodriguez. And well, I put Barkov on there even though he hasn't played this year. Makes me think it's March, right? We got to have the upset. I know Barkov hasn't played this year. He's skating again. I guess I shouldn't have included him if I'm not going to pick him to win this matchup. But I'm going to go with Evan Rodriguez to advance to the championship of this little bracket. Again, I want you to be involved in the chat below. See if you're picking up on my logic here. Do you think Evan Rodriguez could pull off the upset? And in my mind, I'm thinking just a shootout. They're all doing a shootout, 3 shots against Sergei Bobrovsky. Who makes the most? So I'm going to go Evan Rodriguez just in the upset. I think he can beat Sergei twice, and maybe Sergei stops Alexander twice. That's my pick in the upset in the Final Four. The other side, you got Brad Marchand versus Aaron Ekblad. But again, since it's in a shootout, I'm not going to go with a defenseman. Brad Marchand, the 2 seed, is going to be in the championship against Evan Rodriguez in the shootout Final Four breakdown here as we enter March Madness, the first 4 games starting tonight. Brad Marchand, Evan Rodriguez. I am going to give it to Evan Rodriguez. He is going to be my champion. He's going to be the unlikely March Madness hero. And that's why I wanted to start with this team, is because a shootout, I knew when I did these little tiers that a 4 seed could possibly win because they're all so talented. And I think that's what I got here. I saw Evan Rodriguez when the simulator gave me that. And I said, okay, Evan Rodriguez, you are my Florida Panthers March Madness shootout hypothetical AJ Sheridan Florida Panthers Daily winner here on the first day of Florida Panthers Daily March Madness hockey style. We will do it different style, different feel. Give me any ideas you have for March Madness, for these March Madness themes down in the comments below. I have a few maybe built up, but I would love to break some down and do some that whatever you think. Hit that subscribe button, drop the comments below. We're going to be doing this probably at least through next week because let's have some fun with it. It's the best time of the year. I think it's my favorite 4-day stretch of the year is this weekend. You get to sit on your couch and just watch sports, and you have an excuse to do it. Come on now. A lot of games being played in hockey arenas. There's another relation for you to hockey. My Gators are playing in our arch rival Lightning House. I hope my team actually wins. Well, my team's 1 game in there. Yeah, I guess the Panthers own the Lightning here recently. Not this year. That's okay. All right, let's move on now. We will look at the NHL standings because it is a fun one, even though the Panthers do sit at the bottom of it. It's fun to always take a look, and I will still be doing this every single day because, one, it helps me stay up to date. It helps you stay up to date. That's why we are here, to get our hockey news every single day, especially relating to the Florida Panthers. Again, the Sabres still 4 points above the Lightning in the Atlantic Division, but I want to focus on that wild card race because you got some teams in action tonight. I'm recording this as the Red Wings and Flames are in action right now, and the Bruins against the Devils, Kings and Rangers. Not 2 teams there, not really too involved with it. Again, my best bet yesterday was the Stars to win against the Mammoth at 8 o'clock last night. I'm recording this as that is just getting underway, so I can't really give you an update on that. But the Penguins and the Avalanche, also a big one in the standings. I'm interested about the Pittsburgh Penguins this year. I think they are a fun hockey team, and if they can hold on to that spot in the Metro right now in the second spot, tied with the Islanders, I think that is a team that can make a run, make some noise as we get into the Stanley Cup final. We'll finish now with my best bet of the day as the Panthers again taking on a bad Vancouver Canucks team and should be able to pick up a win tonight. And I'm not just going to give you a point. Usually I'll do a point and just stay safe. I'll give you a goal scorer tonight. Why not? Sam Reinhart, lighting the lamp for the Florida Panthers tonight. That is my best bet right here on Florida Panthers Daily. Again, we go every single day, Monday through Friday, breaking you down everything you need to know about the Florida Panthers. I want some ideas of what I can do for some of these March Madness brackets. Do you want me to be more transparent? Do the simulator as I'm recording here? Whatever you want, I'll try and make it happen because that's what we do here, part of the Fan Arch community. Until tomorrow, let's go Cats.